Hey y'all, welcome to Mom of Four. Sorry you missed me, but you checking out the replay for however long I may keep it up. I am just my last video I mentioned a home invasion. I haven't took the time to start replying to comments yet, but I have probably seen just about all the comments. I think so. I haven't went in spam to check on those yet. But I know some of y'all was saying home invasion. Yes, I had a home invasion a couple of months ago here. And the way I feel about the home invasion is 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 very disturbing. Um, I, it's very disturbing the way I feel about it. I don't even really know how else to explain it, especially in the era that we in right now with the Black Lives Matter movement. Just fuels it more, fuels how I feel even more. Along with, I think I'm probably too naive when it comes to trusting people, or not just really trusting people. I feel like I always thought everybody was innocent until proven guilty, but maybe I should treat everybody like they're guilty until proven innocent. So just letting my guard down is what I've basically been doing. And True Gang family, good morning. So I'm trying to wait a little bit before I go into the story, but I'm gonna go into it soon because I gotta get back to work in here in the house. So I'm not gonna stay on here too long. Plus, it's only a matter of time before the kid's gonna come. So I might leave this video up for a little while. Alright, so I don't remember the exact date. I've been dealing with like so much, working so much, health problems, the home invasion, my anxiety is high. The things in the news, you got the coronavirus and you got the Black Lives Matter, that a lot of times I don't even know the date. I wanted the airplane to pass over. I don't even know the date sometimes, so that's why I can only tell you this happened a couple of months ago. Um, I normally get up in the morning, take King outside right away to pee. Kids still be asleep. I'll get up at like 5 in the morning and stuff, way before work. No Pacific time. I don't set no alarm to get up in time for King, but I do set an alarm to get up for work, but I get up before the alarm. So I took him out to use the bathroom, quick walk. And then I remember that day I came outside, I looked at my plants. And then I remember coming outside. I left King in the house because I was tired of going back and forth with him. So I remember sitting outside, drinking my coffee and just having my little meditation. This whole time I never locked my apartment door. I rarely lock my door since I moved out here. I'm not about to get this area in with one hand. Oh well. I rarely lock my apartment door since I've been out here. Actually, I wasn't even locking it when I leave because I just felt safe. I'm too trustworthy in people. I am. Sorry. Um. So who knows when this guy came in my house? I don't know. We got security doors that you have to use to get into the building. I had that, like duct tape in the door where you can open it. As I was going back and forth that morning, I don't know, was it that when it happened? But all I know is when it was time to go to work, I grabbed my bags and stuff and I rushed out the door to work. The kids were still asleep, so I just closed King in a room with the kids because he was in the bed laying down. I'm like, well, cool, he don't have to mess with nothing because it was stuff put out. And my mom was in the living room asleep on the couch. And it only took me about 10 minutes to get to work. I get to work and I put the car in park and my phone is ringing. And I answer and my mom was like, I think maintenance just came by. He was barefooted and sweating, and he said he was here to help us move. He said when I woke up, he was just staring at me, standing in the middle of the living room, and then he rolled up the rug. He picked up Carlton's shirt, wiped his face, and threw it down and walked out. I'm like, Mama, that's not maintenance. The office ain't even open yet. They wouldn't be barefooted. They ain't taking the carpet. We're not moving, and they shouldn't be wiping a sweaty face. Oh, and he said the guy told him that he thought was nobody home. And I told my mother to call 911. It's a home invasion. So my mother called or whatever. I just left and came back home. When I came home, the police was talking to the guy. He wasn't handcuffed or anything. And I went over to the guy like, why is you in my house and taking my stuff? And the guy was like, I don't need your stuff. And the police told me to step back. They was like, he said you can go in this house. And they told me to step back. They didn't even want to hear nothing I got to say. My son just called and said it was a home invasion, but yet this guy is not in handcuffs. And I ended up going live on my Facebook. I don't have the video public no more, but I still had a video. And after going live on Facebook is when the guy was put in handcuffs and took him for home invasion. And that was that. I even went back to work that day. And to this day, I don't know if the guy's gonna come back, if he was still in jail, if they actually took him to jail, because it seemed like they wasn't trying to take him to jail anyway. This was a couple of months ago. So last week, I was leaving work and one of my bosses at work was like, whatever happened with the home invasion? I was like, I don't know. I know it's a letter coming in the mail. My mail I have set up to tell me what's coming in the mail before it actually comes, what I'm supposed to receive that day. Because at my house, before I moved here, I had problems with not receiving all my mail. Because she used to put mail in the wrong box. So I knew that I had a letter coming from the attorney office. So I was like, I don't know. I know I got a letter coming today from him. I mean, from the attorney office about that case. And my coworker said the guy's name. I'm like, wow, how do you know his name? By this time, I know the guy's name because I didn't receive a couple of papers in the mail with this guy's name. And I'm just thinking to myself, wow, this whole time y'all knew who the guy was that broke in my house and never told me. And he told me my coworker told me he's a 911 dispatcher and that he lives out here where I live at. I'm like, wow. So you know I be clocking out at 10:30 at night, 11:30 at night. You watch me clock out at 1:30 at night that I was so tired that I couldn't even clock out right. You had to help me clock out. And this is the state that I go home in. And you know that man stay out here and you couldn't even warn me? I'm like, what kind of family are we? You more of a family to him than me? To your old coworker from 911 dispatch? It's the way I felt. I don't know. That was probably not their intentions, but this is how I feel about it. I even asked the lady over at the apartment, the manager, I showed her the video and I told her the name of this guy. Since then, I done asked her a couple of times, does she know of this guy? So I'm wondering, where did he come from? I mean, I see he barefooted, so I knew he didn't come that far. She claimed she didn't know the guy. Until I was cleaning up yesterday and I come across a letter that was hand delivered to my house that Mama, I guess, received, and he was trying to tell me about it, but I was too busy. I wasn't paying him no attention, so he didn't tell me about it. And this letter came a couple of days ago. So I looked at the letter. They crossed out his address, but I was able to look through and I seen that his address has the same street as mine, and it's apartment number. So I Google searched the guy name with the street name that we live at. And of course, it comes up here that he works. He lives out here where I live, where my kids live, where I come in late at night. That was disturbing. So I ended up going to bed that night. But when I woke up this morning, hey, touch time. I I went to the apartment office. And I asked the manager, I'm like, so the guy do live out here? And he told me that he don't. She just looked at me and said that, I'm sorry, I can't release that kind of information. I'm like, I'm still looking over my shoulder every day, wondering if this guy coming back, wondering if he want to retaliate for me sending him to jail. I be clocking out at 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna turn my sound off so it don't go off no more. I be clocking out at 10 o'clock in the morning, and 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. I be out walking these dogs, and I don't know if this guy coming back. She did tell me that he is 30-day notice, but she couldn't tell me of him staying out here. That was just so disturbing to know it's been 2 months that this guy been out here. And then I finally got a hold of the detective today. I talked to him, and he told me that the guy, we got a court date coming up, but I have a procedure going on that court date, so they're gonna have to reschedule it. And he told me that the guy was released on tether, so he's still out here. Oh, and another thing y'all didn't know, some of y'all may have seen my vision board that I have for 2020. On that vision board, I put I want to work for the U.S. Census. Well, I work for the U.S. Census. I did 2020 U.S. Census. One of the reasons why y'all haven't seen me much vlogging, or y'all haven't seen me really on y'all channel. I've been working every single day. On days off from EMS, I've been doing the U.S. Census. I'm done doing the U.S. Census now. It just got overwhelming with trying to do too much. But I've been all up in these apartments out here, including there, knocking on his door. They said he had a 30-day notice. Oh yeah, I know who he is now. Touchdown. I have his name. I'm not gonna release it. He stays out here, and I don't know if he's currently, probably not, because he's on house arrest. He's a 911 dispatcher, and all my coworkers, well, not all my coworkers, a lot of my coworkers knew exactly who he was. And the ones that knew who he was went spreading them on each other who he was that broke in Kara house. But nobody want to notify Kara. I don't do the gossip at work. I don't be in the who's who and know everybody's business. But dang, somebody could have came at least to tell me my own business or something, like who this guy is. Not let it take almost 2 months to tell me my own business. And talking to the detective, he said that I should be talking to the guy attorney soon, and I can decide if I want to keep it at charge at home invasion, or what else do I want to see happen. I want to see everything happen. I want him charged. And then the prosecutor just said that he was drunk, because I was like, I don't know if he's coming back or whatever. Well, if you're getting drunk and you're walking up in people's houses because you think they're gone and you taking their stuff, and then, oh, okay, so the guy was white, big white guy that came in my house. This brown skin mama house with her 4 kids in it. My kids were in his house. And when the police came, when my son called in a home invasion, the guy was not immediately put in handcuffs. I had to go live on Facebook to get him put in handcuffs. I'm reading some comments. So they willing to risk you and your children's lives by protecting this person. Yep. Well, drunk or better not. Yeah. It just seemed like they all just making excuses for this alcohol. Excuses of alcohol. So, if y'all think a black guy went in a white person's house, would he have been immediately put in handcuffs if you call 911, say somebody was in your house? 4 minors in this house. My 4 kids were in this house. But they just telling this mama who lives out there, where the guy at, a mama that's in fear, still in fear. And I'm sure some of y'all didn't figure it out, some don't know, and some that I personally talk to outside of YouTube know that I'm full of anxiety. Another reason why I haven't been on YouTube, like watching your videos, my anxiety has already been at an all-time high, and I haven't been able to focus enough to even watch anybody's videos. So this is not helping my anxiety. Basically, my health condition is not helping. My anxiety got so bad a couple of weeks ago that I wasn't able to eat all day at work, and I had to do an emergency visit with my therapist while at work. That anxiety, it didn't come from the home invasion, because I have other health issues that's been literally making me forget all about this home invasion until I come home at night and I get ready to walk through my doors and I'm looking over my shoulders. It's when I'm reminded about the home invasion. But to tell me this guy was drunk and it wasn't no malicious intent is what one of the police officers said when he got ready to handcuff the guy. I don't think he had malicious intent. Malicious intent or not, it just worried the hell out of me. I'm on YouTube Live, trying to remember to filter my mouth. It sounds like they want me to go easy on the guy, and they want me to go easy on this guy when everybody else is following protocol. They following protocol with, he don't get locked up because of COVID, he getting probation. I'm outside. And the office don't share his information because of the privacy thing, and the police not sharing his information. They following all those protocols, but I'm supposed to go easy on them. Somebody help me understand, why is this a one-way thing? Why are they following protocols, but they want me to take it easy just because it was alcohol and they don't think it was malicious intent? But my anxiety, me thinking this man is still after me, is not enough to let me know the man's whereabouts? Why? And I went on a call at work that I literally had to advocate for my own skin color, and I literally found my color immediately put in handcuffs when he haven't even done nothing wrong, but he was immediately cuffed for something way less. He actually didn't even do nothing. He was actually the patient, but he was immediately put in handcuffs. I'm like, you need to tell me this guy come in my house with my kids, not immediately handcuffed? Alright, I gotta get back into the house, but I'm going to read some comments. Let's see. 911 dispatcher, wow, you definitely say beat the move. You can run but you can't hide. I actually live in what's literally a decent neighborhood. Is why I didn't lock my doors. Forgot to tell you that part. Oh yeah, you wasn't there at the beginning either. Me being so naive. When I left for work, I didn't lock my doors. I forgot to tell y'all that. So he just easily just walked on in. I never locked my doors because of the type of neighborhood I live in. And since that incident, there haven't been any more incidents that I know of. It's a quiet neighborhood. Like if y'all see my posts on Instagram, you always just see like me and the kids at the pool, or me and King at the dog park and nobody else around. It's a quiet area. When Zay do his homeschooling, he go right down here to one of the neighbors' apartments, do homeschooling. This past Labor Day, me and two neighbors sat down here on one of these patios and we brought together food to have. And one of my neighbors right here, I use her water hose to water my plants down here on the ground. So the neighborhood isn't all bad. And when I did the census and did my neighborhood, I met some really nice people out here. So the place itself is not all bad. You can run, but you can't hide. It's it's not the area that I'm in that I see a problem with. It's the system is what I see a problem with. Let's see. Something if he was black, if he would have been tased and handcuffed, it would not work. Oh, if he was black, he would have been. Yes, I believe so too. Um, he told me it's time to relocate again. I can't imagine your level of anxiety. Moving is not an option. WTH. He didn't have Alyssa's intent, but he broke in your house while drunk with kids inside. 4 kids. My son woke up to this big guy, bigger than Mama, staring at him. Can you imagine opening your eyes up to somebody staring at you, a stranger in your house, in your living room, staring at you? Yep, basically waiting on him to hurt something. Drunk people do crazy things. Drunk people have a lot of courage. Thanks for the prayers, Tosh. Oh, I won't be true family gang. I see firsthand a lot of unjust stuff just being at work, to the point where sometimes I think about this is just too much being at work, but then I think about the people that I'm helping by being at work, the people that's happy to see my face. I arrive at a lot of calls where they're happy to see my face. So I'm going to continue to do what I do, and I try to advocate as much as I can, all the way down to people health care and making sure they are heard when they speaking about their health. That's one of the things that's been sending my anxiety up, is my health. Go for full prosecution. If they refuse, go higher. Guys sound mentally unstable, and the fact that he's free is not fair. We've all been drunk before, but never broken into somebody's house. A crime is a crime, right? I mean, we following protocols, right? That's why I didn't know the guy lived out here, right? That's why the guy address was scratched out. That's why I had to Google to find who he is, because we following protocol, right? So why can't we keep the protocol up when it comes to his sentences? Why are we finna deviate? Yeah, traumatized. Hey, Taylor. So, yeah. I had started back watching some videos, but I feel like my anxiety is gonna go back up. I'm really trying to work my way through this anxiety. I am. I had did the video on um the ablation I had, and then I did an update, and I left off where I'll probably be getting a hysterectomy, and then y'all remember I talked about my high liver enzymes and stuff. Well, I go to get this test done in another city for my liver soon, and then I am gonna get the hysterectomy, and I just had anxiety about that because at the rate that the family on my mom's side, they don't live long, what gave me anxiety. But I've been working my way through it, so I'm not even gonna get myself worked back up through that. But maybe when I go on my 6-week recovery, I'll try to get to returning some of these views, and I just read the messages. Oh, maybe Sunday I might sit and actually reply to all y'all comments. I'm not gonna do it now because when I sit and reply, it's probably gonna take me like an hour replying to y'all comments. And I'm trying to do something inside along with, I need to go check Carly's schoolwork and send it off. Plus, I need to pull Carlton to the table to do his schoolwork. And while I pull him to the table to do his schoolwork, I'm actually reorganizing something. So I actually got a big mess at the living room table and on the floor from reorganizing some stuff. So I'm not going to sit and reply to comments right now. And I don't want to just hurt y'all comments. I really do want to let y'all know I read y'all comments. So maybe Sunday or something, I will get to replying to those comments. And I thank everybody for coming out. I'm just going to make sure I got to everybody's comment. Sorry it happened to you. I'm in the building. Hey, Ed. Oh, I told you. I was just talking about the home invasion, but I did find out some more information about it. So, yeah. You might just want to watch the replay, skip maybe halfway through it, and then you'll find out more in detail. And it's easier for me to just talk it here than to try to like put it in words to text you, because my autocorrect be extra and stuff. So, and I thank everybody for watching, everybody for the thumbs up. And oh, Zay started football, y'all. Zay and Mamar. And I actually put him together a little video of him practicing, him and Mamar. That way they can watch the video and improve if they won't. And I might keep it up. And I've just been throwing it over on his channel. I did mark it for kids, since it's all kids in that video. So you can't leave a comment. But if you want to see him practice, I think he'll do really good. Zay is like a brick wall. And Mamar do good too. But it's over on Zay's channel. Thank y'all for watching. I'm all for it.